All right, guys, what is up? Welcome back to Moments with Matt. This is going to be the first ever time I'm using a webcam, so you guys are going to see how I look, how I react, how I formulate my sentences, how I talk, and all blah, 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 blah. All of that good stuff that comes with showing my face whenever I talk. But for those of you that are not watching me and listening, nothing really changes. So, sweet. Okay, so anyways, today I wanted to take a quick moment and talk to you guys about one thing that I've kind of been getting asked from a few of my friends, and kind of something that I kind of been holding onto myself, and kind of something how I've been living my life by for these past few years. So, and that topic is time management, and it's it's I feel like time management is something that it's always going to be important to me, no matter like what age I am. Just trying to find out how to maximize my time for maximum benefit and maximum growth. And one of those things is figuring out your priorities. This episode is not going to be about how to like time block, how to like micro manage yourself. It's more so getting your priorities straight, so that when you go about your day, you know how to allocate your time based on how you feel, how on what your emotions are telling you, and like how to go to bed even if you haven't completed all of your tasks. You've completed all of your must do's, so when you go to sleep at night, you're like, oh, okay, I didn't get everything I wanted done, but today was a successful day, and that's in the end all. That's the best we can possibly hope for. And for me personally, this might help you guys out. But if you guys have maybe a top 10, top 5, me personally, I have a top two, or maybe even a top 3 list of things that are huge, priorities to me, things that I show up for. That is going to be the key thing. You want to list things that you show up for, because we as human beings, we show that things are important to us by giving up our time. Time is more valuable than money. Time is one of the most valuable gifts and most valuable resources you could ever give somebody, and pay for something. So when you give your time to your wife, when you give your time to your husband, when you give your time to your girlfriend, guy friend, whatever, child, that's honestly, you can't physically tangibly have that gift, but it's something that person is giving to you that they will never ever get back. And the reason that's important is because your priorities should match what you give what you spend your time on the most. So one way to figure out what your priorities are, if you don't know what they are, is for about a week, mentally track. You don't. I mean, it would be better if you analogically tracked all your stuff. So, for instance, if you played video games a lot, you want to track what time you started, what time you ended, blah blah blah. And if you want to track how much you exercise, that would be great too. But just try and get a journal down, or just try and make mental notes, like, hey, like every day, just think about, what did I spend time on, how much time did I do that instead of doing this, what do I want to do, what am I not doing. All of these things play into a factor. So for me personally, I used to have a really big addiction to video games, and I still like playing them. I still do play them, in fact. But the thing is, I used to be severely hindered by them. Sorry, I had a burp. I used to have a severe addiction to video games, and it wasn't really so much the video games aspect itself. It was more so the competitive side of video games, and I was just severely drawn to them. And I found myself spending more time with that instead of my girlfriend at the time, instead of my family, instead of my schoolwork, instead of my church. All of these things that I have pride in now, I didn't have back then, and it was strictly because I was so focused on the video games. And that's not okay. In today's society, it's not technically a bad thing if a video game, or if a competitive video game is your priority, because there is avenues in which you can take to make that priority a profitable venture, right? So specifically today, or whenever you listen to this, make a note of what is your priorities. Take note of what you show up for. That's the important part. Not what you want to do, not what you think you should do. Think about what you actually do. Think about what you show up for, and list them out. And then whichever one you show up for the most, if you like it, don't like it, it doesn't matter. That is your number one priority. And if you want to adjust that, you now know what to adjust. And in doing so, you start developing better time management habits, and all these healthy activities that in turn is going to put you on a better track. And this is something I learned very, very, like, I've known about it for a while, but I haven't started implementing it fully into my life until about a month or so ago, and I'm already seeing changes. I've lost like 15 pounds. I've gained muscle. I've been more popular with girls. I've been able to articulate better my speech, and my stutter problem has been, or not my stutter problem, my speech impediment has been, drastically be going down. I've been able to use my hands to convey my emotions so much more, and it's a lot more passionate. And I'm just able to do things I want to do. Unlock my potential, be who I am when I'm alone in my car singing a song. That's the best way to put it. I heard a Twitch streamer talk about that. He's like, one of the best ways to be a personal person is to be yourself when no one else is watching, because that's who people really care about. No one gives a shit about who you're trying to be. The best way to become invisible in this world is to try and become visible. That sounds counterproductive, but everybody is trying to do the same thing. You just gotta learn to be yourself. And that's so corny. I hate that. just be yourself. But it's true. Like, don't care about what other people think. It is like, in the end, it doesn't matter. Do what you want to do. But again, time management is what's really gonna set apart you from the sheep. It's becoming a time and age where a lot of things are changing really, really fast, and you don't want to be left behind, or you yourself don't want to be. I don't know. I'm going off track here. I'm tangenting, but yes, prioritize your life. Find out what your priorities are, and once you found that out, then you can make adjustments. Then you can figure out how you can better suit those priorities and what you need to add, what you need to subtract or supplement, and that's it for today, folks. I wanted to keep it quick. Hope you guys are enjoying this show. I'm really enjoying it. This is the second episode so far, and I'm really infatuated with this idea that I've had. I've been wanting to make a podcast for a very, very long time, and I'm already having one with some of my friends. If you guys don't know, on this channel, it's called the Quick Draw Podcast. It's me and two of my best friends here, and it's a storytelling podcast where we play a single round of Cards Against Humanity. And the cards that won, we sit around for 30 minutes and create a story revolving around it. And the one that is coming out recently, when the episode that's also dropping today, is going to be really, really good. And I hope you guys check it out. It's going to be called I Drink to Forget Blank. And personally, it's one of my favorites. And it should be up a little bit after this video gets posted. So, yeah, I want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to me ramble or speak, and hopefully you guys can obtain something from this, because I want to be somebody that helps people out. I mean, I don't have to be the poster boy for good deeds or anything, but I mean, if I got some knowledge that you can use and I'm using it and I could share it, then hell, why not? Come take some knowledge from a noggin. So all right, guys. Well, that's gonna be it for me today. Love you guys. Stay safe. Make good choices. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. All that good stuff. All right. Peace. Until next time.